Hey folks, we're back. Yes, that's what I call it. It is Tuesday morning, 8:01 here in Ellijay, Georgia. There's the phone number, the email address, and all the social media ways you can follow the show. Yes, Destiny, look, it's 8:02. We got to start the show at 8 o'clock. If I'm not paying attention, maybe I just need to have one embarrassing moment, so I can catch on that we're supposed to go live at 8. That's not Destiny's fault. That's your host here. Because it's already 8:02. You think the information I could be bringing by now. Ice and rain and snow in North Georgia. Be careful out there. Very serious. Because when I come out of the house this morning, headed down to the big city of Ellijay, the windshield wipers had to remove ice, freezing rain. I'm telling you, be very careful out there. I'm serious. Because back roads are probably frozen once again. All right, so here's a couple things I want to do today. All right, I want to do the pregame. Okay, pregame. I have to tell you, it's a sad state of affairs in this country. And let me get to something, okay? It's a sad state of affairs in this country when hold on a minute. I have it here just a second. Won't take but just a second. Sad state of affairs in this country when maybe I don't have it. But let me find something. Hang tight, damn it. I got it here. That's not it. Let's see, where is it? That's not it. I want to lose. I'm probably going to lose women viewers in just a minute as soon as I find this graphic I want to put up. So it's a sad state of affairs in this country, folks, when the pregame, okay, today doesn't start it, but they will treat tomorrow like pregame of a Super Bowl. The live, and there'll be a couple people up there on Capitol Hill to give testimony tomorrow. Let's go to number 37. Okay, so I want to get right out of the box right here, 8:04 in the morning, and I want to go ahead. I don't have my glasses this morning. I'm not feeling them, so I don't know where they're at. Newly released testimony. Laura Cooper, amid freeze, caused alarm at Pentagon. All right? And then you have Catherine Croft. Concerned White House would change policy over change policy over politics. And Christopher Anderson, okay, NSA Bolton expressed concerns about Rudy Giuliani. New release testimony from 3 bureaucrats, 3 lifelong civil servants. Why they've given their whole life to this country? No, they haven't, damn it. It's their job. They took a job. Oh, my God. These are the deep state, lifelong bureaucrats. New testimony on White House push to withhold Ukraine aid. Monday transcripts from senior military and diplomatic aides. Okay, so let's go from one side to the other. I would say, let's see, that's right. All right, so you would have to go left, would be that guy. So let's go right there. Let's see. I can't point. Laura Cooper. If I'm a Republican, okay, this is how low level these people are. If I'm a Republican and I'm sitting up there, my first question for Laura Cooper would be, how many cats do you have? Do you have cats, ma'am? How many? Do you know all their names? We want a little info on your cats. Just tell the American people, Laura, how many cats you have before we go further, okay? Hey, I know, that's wrong, right? But hey, if you thought that was wrong, wait till I get a little further here. Okay, so I want to know how many cats, Laura, do you have? All right, this is the kind of people. I know that is terrible. Why did you just call her a cat lady? Yes, I did. Maybe, I don't know. Catherine Croft. Our first question for you, Catherine, is: you ever had a date? Just say it. Just want to know. Have you ever had a date, Catherine? And do you have cats? Are you out there on the dating scene, Catherine? Has it been tough? Is this your dating profile pic? I don't know. I know. This is not a serious show. Yes, this is actually a serious show because you damn it, your CNNs, your MSNBC, pregame, analysis, painting a picture for the American people. Whoa, they are going to paint you a picture. Okay. And then Christopher Anderson. Do you have any friends? Did you ever have any friends? I mean, do you get invited like, hey, Christopher, we're going to the bar tonight, Monday Night Football. You want to join us for drinks? Do you ever get invited, Christopher? Just saying. I know that was bad, right? But let's get serious, folks. It's a sad state of affairs in this country when what is portrayed to us as media journalists do pregame after pregame, and they cannot find any good reason why Hunter Biden should be there. Why I thought all this surrounded Hunter Biden. And no good reason to bring the spy masked as a whistleblower, Eric Charmella. No good reason. No. And the only reason, according to the media, that the Republicans are bringing this guy in off the bench, all right here, number 3. It's the only reason they're bringing this guy off the bench is to get some TV time, to go after him. He's the go-after guy. So let me tell you what happens this week, all right? Every time you have heard, okay, one of these, let's just go to 27, all right? You got Bill Taylor, all right? First public impeachment hearing Wednesday. Among first to testify, William Taylor, top diplomat in Ukraine, all right? Now, let's go to number 28. Expected to testify in the impeachment inquiry will be your top 3. I forget their names here, but they're, I get them in a minute. GOP will attempt to pick holes in the testimony, emphasizing officials did not interact directly to the president. And one of the other things they say that the Republicans' top defense will be is, what was Trump's, here it is, number 12. GOP will argues state of mind on impeachment. What was his state of mind on these calls? I mean, was he talking like he used to with his goombas back in the day in Manhattan? I mean, what was his state of mind? Are we going to figure out, did he have, on his state of mind, are we going to figure out, are we going to bring in, is CNN going to bring in the psychological analysis now? They could, CNN and MSNBC and the rest, ABC, CBS, oh, that was right, ABC sat on the story for how many years? None of them could bring in to the table, with the exception of Fox News, Dr. Biden to discuss the fake suicide of Jeffrey Epstein, which we know he was murdered. I'm like the lady who was a Roebuck on ABC, 100%. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein 100% was murdered? Okay, homicide. Right? No, they can't bring in anybody to talk about that. But they'll kill that story. And they'll kill the Weinstein story. And they'll kill the CNN story. And the ABC story. All of them will get, boom, cut. But they'll bring in all the people around. After these hearings, they'll be all night. And they'll bring in specialists to go over his state of mind. Well, what kind of state of mind was he in when he said this? What was he implying? Now, if we could get testimony, wonder if Adam Schiff will bring somebody in to give testimony on what, you remember, who we need in this case? You remember the lady? I don't know what happened to her, okay? I don't know where she went. I actually enjoyed it from time to time because I thought it was a little funny and I thought it was decent sometime. Okay, you remember the body language babe? That's what we'll call her right here on Fox. What happened to body language babe on Fox, right? Remember she used to come in and she used to say, look, BKP scratching his eyebrow. That means whatever. He went like this 4 times. He went like this and then he talked. I used to love the body language babe. So we're going to have I wonder if Schiff will call in specialists to analyze what Trump was thinking when he was on that phone call. So you, the American people, will know when they release the painted picture. You see, they're going to paint a picture. I think I have that here. Let me see if I do. And we'll get ready to go to our first break. But let me go to this. I actually have a one where one of these amazing news networks said they were going to paint a picture. I have it here. Stay with me. Stay with me, damn it. Don't go anywhere. I mean, we're doing our own pregame here. Oh, by the way, number 24. Is this Yasmin Yasugia or whatever her name is? They love reporting this. They do. They love to come in and they have smiles on their face. Biden, zero rationale to justify son's testimony before House investigators. Zero. Biden said, we got no reason whatsoever to bring my son in. I'll tell you why they feel they have no reason to bring the son in. All right, and we're going to get to this. I want one thing up here that I'm hoping I can find. All right. Here it is, number 30. This is not it. Number 38. They started right out of the box this morning. Final preparations. Final preparations. All right, I don't have it, but I'll find it. Paint a picture. You need to realize tomorrow we're going to see the beginning of painting the picture for the American people. What was his name? Ross? We'll show you after the break. Painting the picture. Because all along, what did they do? They have framed this in the way they want you to see it. Period. And they're going to deliver it in a report to the American people in a way to sell. I have done sales presentations my whole entire life. Well, yeah, I mean, heck, I had to convince my mom at 2 I needed a cookie, so I had to sell her. So, okay, all right, for 35 years, damn it. I've done sales presentations. I can read what they're doing. And tomorrow, it's a sad state of affairs in this country that every network that call themselves news are doing pregame coup analysis. And they will do it gleefully, and they will enjoy it, and they will smile, and they will put a terrible week for the president. Okay? Yes, President Trump, first sitting president. Now, let me show you a couple things that here's a story I thought they would bury this morning. Number 35, okay? Arctic air, temperatures running up to 35% below average. Now, we had the summer where they were highlighting temperatures. Now, I'm not going to get into science. I don't play a scientist. I'm not a damn scientist. And, I'm just not going to do the whole science thing today. It's just not me. I will tell you this. I got to give shout outs where they're due. When it comes to climate change hoax, for years, Rush Limbaugh has done an amazing job framing the hoax of climate change. But right here, all I'm going to highlight is my study of the media. I studied the media and watched all summer long as we were having those heat records all summer, and they would add to their report climate change events. Remember, they were climate change events. Remember when they would they would say it's 102 degrees in Atlanta, because we're in the damn South in the summer, but it's 102 degrees and a heat index of 117. When we were kids, let me just say this, okay? This might tick a lot of people off. But you know what? We didn't know what the hell. I'm just going to tell you, when we went outside, we were 6 and 7. Mom didn't say, well, it's going to be 92 with a 104 heat index, so be careful out there. All right, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. And I think it was little Johnny. I think little Johnny at the bus stop, because they don't have bus stops no more. Nobody has a damn bus stop no more. You don't stand outside with the big parka. We had the little fur line things on the parka and the drawstring, and all you could see is two eyes with the fur all around it, because we had this thing sticking out this far to cut off the wind. Oh, hell, you don't remember that stuff, because kids... Do I call kids wusses today? Do I? Kids can be a little bit of a wuss today, standing outside. So, Eddie, we were at the bus stop, and little Billy said, it feels like 5 degrees. That's how we got the feel like temperature, okay? It's going to be 19 today, but it'll feel like 3. So anyhow, I know I'm going off the rails. I love my off the rails shows. When they go off the rails, I love every bit of it. I hope you enjoy it. But the point is, all summer long, every time a graphic like this would come up, they would have to do their 1 or 2 minutes and relate it to climate change. They would have to relate it to the polar bears are burning their asses up. Okay? They're trying to get their fur off, going in for a shave because it's so warm in the Arctic. All this bull... SH asterisk asterisk. But this morning, they did not relate this to anything other than it's pretty damn cold outside. Arctic air temperatures running up to 35 below. And by the way, one more thing, and let me get my keister to break so anybody... This cracked me up this morning. I mean, first of all, if you've ever accidentally stumbled across CNN and you hear the most trusted name in news, right? That's enough to bring up your sloppy joes, right? But anyhow, when you see this, right, you're sitting there this morning, you going in, you're making a cup of coffee, it's 4 a.m., and this shows up, number 35. Cast your vote for the CNN Hero of the Year, CNNheroes.com. 39. Here it is. Cast your vote for the CNN Hero of the Year. I think we all ought to go to Project Veritas. I mean, the whole project, right? That's our CNN Hero of the Year, right? I think, or we find the guy that broke with them that sent the information to Project Veritas. But this cracks me up. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. I'll be back right after these messages.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Okay, here you go, folks. I'm your host. First of all, damn it, if you don't know that, I probably shouldn't do that, should I, Destiny? I mean, that's really not a welcoming, warm opening for viewers, right? Damn it, are you here? And I'm your host. I probably should back off that. She's not saying a word on that. She says, I'll stay away from that. 824fyntv.com. I'm your host, damn it. 706-889-9700. Chief at FetcherNews.com. Somebody said the other day their favorite line that every once in a while when I get worked up is I say, what the hell's wrong with you damn people? So I just threw it out there. There's a social media way. Now, since I have all this holiday spirit that you've just witnessed, right, Destiny, that was Christmas spirit, right? I'm not the damn Grinch or nothing, and I'm going to prove it. And I'm not the Grinch that stole Christmas. You know, if you guys are out there and you think I'm grouchy, I want to cover this right now. If you think I'm grouchy, I'm the most lovable grouch you've ever met. I promise that. Now, Destiny, are you ready? What the hell? Can I get a yes or no? Well, so enthusiastic. Now, this cup on the counter here. Give me number 41. This is my new coffee cup, FYN News Sports TV, FetcherNews.com. I'm loving it. I'm loving this cup. Now go to 42. Graphic Expressions. I got to give them a shout out. They're in Blue Ridge. They do an amazing job. So they made my cup. Back to 41. I'm ordering 20 of these today. As soon as the show goes off, Boom, 10:01. I'm ordering 20 of these coffee cups today. 20. Well, it may come in a 24 pack. We'll see. And the first 20 people that text me, put up the number right there, 706-889-97. Not till tomorrow. Don't start today. The first 20 people that text me will get this coffee cup free. Shipping, handling, everything. I feel like I'm doing one of those Saturday shows. Shipping, handling included. All right, go back to this. All right, I love this audience. I love you people out there. I only got the wallet for 20, okay? Next year, maybe I can give 40 away. But right now, 20 is going to be the max. And that's my Christmas present to you. Starting tomorrow morning, we will put it out. I want this graphic, the cup. I want everything. First 20 people to text me at 706-889-9700 starting tomorrow morning will get one of these cups. I love them so much. With our new logo, you see on the bottom there, FYN TV. That's our big logo, fetchyournews.com, FYN News, Sports, and TV. Love it. So, all right, let's get past that. Now, we are painting a picture of the impeachment. This is the biggest question. And let me get this little part out of the way. The biggest question on the internet yesterday, or maybe the biggest question to, yes, there has to be other people out there like me. The question we were asking, the question that was asked by other show hosts out there yesterday, the question that was asked by social media. Social media blew up on this yesterday, okay? Was this. Number 40. Nikki Haley, former ambassador to the United Nations, okay, said that Kelly, former chief of staff, and Rex Tillerson, okay, former secretary of state, took her in a room, maybe, I'm not quoting, took her in a room, it said, you must come with us. We must take him down. We've got to save the country. Are you in? Now, this is a book reference from Nikki Haley, a book reference, okay? And she said, why? No, I'm not in. If you feel some of these things the president is doing is a concern for the country, you need to go talk to him. Not me. I'm not in. So we have Kelly, former chief of staff, statement, if getting information on both sides of the subject and giving the president all the information necessary to make a decision, an informed decision, then consider me guilty. That was his take. Tillerson waited a little longer. But the number one question that came up to everybody yesterday was number one. We heard this everywhere yesterday that she said no. I did not take up with them on their attempt to try to take down the president from inside his cabinet level. I didn't get involved. So Sebastian Gorka. And why didn't, this is what it says, you can't see it at home, why didn't Nikki Haley tell President about Tillerson and Kelly's subversion? All right? Why didn't she tell the president? Did she tell the president? Did she go and tell the president? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to step out there as a business owner, okay? And I'm going to say, when I find out something, all right, let's say, you know, somebody does something here at FYN and I don't know about it, but, you know, for good reason they leave the company And then people start coming to me and saying, well, they did this and they did that. Why didn't you tell me they did this and that? Right? Why didn't you tell me? I tell our staff all the time, we're not in high school. It's not narking. We're running a business, not just us, all business owners. We're running a business. And, we need to be headed in the right direction and working to grow our business which helps employees and others, right? So when we do that, right? When we do that, we say, well, why didn't you tell us this was happening? So the number one question that went around yesterday in circles that I look at is, did Nikki Haley tell the president? Now, I would like to see the president of the United States. If he did, I missed it, I will see it later, say, yes, Nikki did come to me. Because this is some deep state SH asterisk, okay? Really bad. If you've got the chief of staff of the president of the United States trying to undermine the president, and the Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, which we knew was trying to undermine the president, okay? And then you have Nikki Haley answering Gorka right there, I did. Thank you for your interest. So Haley says she told, this was big news everywhere on all the networks yesterday. Did Nikki Haley tell the president of the United States about what Tillerson? So let me go to this. This is from The Hill. This is from The Hill. Where'd that picture go? Leave that up. This is from The Hill. Nikki Haley responds to Gorka, I did tell Trump of concerns about Kelly and Tillerson. Okay? Former ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, fired back at Sebastian Gorka, a former White House staffer, on Monday after Gorka accused Haley of not informing President Trump of the two cabinet officials had approached her about undermining the president. Gorka, who left the White House in August of 2017, questioned on Twitter why Haley didn't tell the president about Tillerson and Kelly subversion, referring to Haley's claim that former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and White House Chief of Staff John Kelly had asked her to join them in working around Trump to curb decisions that saw as unwise. Okay. In a tweet, Haley responded, I did. Thank you for your interest. Now, here's my point with Nikki Haley, okay? She's selling a book. She goes on TV to sell the book and says the President of the United States was being undermined by the Secretary of State and his Chief of Staff. Now, I don't want to pick and choose, okay? But you have your Chief of Staff and your Secretary of State. Those are in your top three, your Department of Justice, Attorney General. But those are right in top 3 or 4 cabinet positions. I mean, those are the top. Foreign Affairs, okay, Chief of Staff. Because a good Chief of Staff, everything under the sun is run by a good Chief of Staff. Okay? Or they're in the loop. And I know there's reporting Mick Mulvaney's not in the loop. But that being said, there's a problem with the answer being I did if the answer's not written in the book. If the claim is in the book, I don't know. I've not read the book. I don't know that I will, maybe. But if this claim is in the book, and it's not followed by the chapter of the day she went to the President of the United States to tell, or after the claim and the chapter doesn't describe when she went to the President of the United States to tell. That I did, see on the bottom, I did, thank you, just not enough. Now, there's all kinds of articles out there. CBS News, Nikki Haley was asked by cabinet members Rex Tillerson to take sides. Washington Post, Nikki Haley says top Trump. Let me go to, let's go to number 2. Here is Rex Tillerson. Those of you that watch the show know when the president was picking, his cabinet, when Tillerson came up, I had an issue with it. You remember that. I know you do out there. So anyhow, Tillerson denies, okay? In the Dallas Morning News, leave Tillerson up there, Rex Tillerson denies Nikki Haley's claim that he sought to undermine Trump's agenda, all right? Former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is disputing a claim by Nikki Haley, the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, that he sought to subvert President Donald Trump's agenda in any effort to save the country. Tillerson, a former ExxonMobil chief executive, told media outlets on Monday that during his tenure as America's top diplomat, at no time did I nor to my direct knowledge did anyone else serving along with me take an action to undermine the president. So let me go here, and then I want to wrap this up because obviously something smells here and something is a lie. And I know all of the talk around the internet that Haley is trying to position herself if Pence needs to leave the ticket. But let's go to number 40. This is Nikki Haley. Let me just wrap this up right here. Nikki Haley, okay, former United Nations ambassador, did well when she was with the United Nations ambassador for this country. I a little skeptical of her as governor of South Carolina. I have my reasons. She left and resigned as ambassador to the United Nations. Like to know a little more why. She claims that former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, okay, and former Chief of Staff John Kelly pulled her aside and asked her to join them in their efforts to save the country against Trump's agenda, the President of the United States. She claims in an interview and I guess in her book that this took place. And she told them, no, I'm not going to participate in undermining the President of the United States, trying to play the role of a Trump supporter, and I'm here to help Trump get elected, all of the questions she asked in 2020. The president reelected, okay? The president has give a little boost to her book by a tweet or something saying, go, Nikki, go, with the tweet on the book, all right? Now, the other thing with her is, did she write in the book what she did with that information that day? Because Tillerson says it didn't happen, and Kelly says if anybody is talking about me getting all the information from all sides on all issues, okay, then I'm guilty as charged. What's Nikki Haley up to? I want to know. Why is she doing this now? Is she trying to get herself positioned for 2024? Is she trying to subvert Mike Pence and push him off the ticket? A lot going on in the tea leaves. I'm your host, BKP. We'll take a break and we're going to come back and preview impeachment, okay? Talk a little bit about that. Take us to
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Okay, so I'm back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. There is our phone number, email address, and all the ways you can follow us on social media. Now, I said something earlier when I started, and I know what happens, and I know what's going to happen as soon as this show is over. I'm in my safe zone right now, but as soon as the show's over, I'm going to be asked, really? You couldn't talk to us? You couldn't tell us you were just going to be spontaneous and decide what you want to do for Christmas gifts? Really? I'm going to say, yeah, it just came to me. I just decided I want to do this. So here we go. It officially kicks off tomorrow. If you text me now, it's worthless. Tomorrow, Thursday, the official kickoff. The first 20 people that text me, put the number back up again. It's 706-889-9700. You say, I want the cup. Or Merry Christmas. That's what you got to say. You got to say Merry Christmas, BKP. Anything else? Nothing. Because I'm just so excited. Give me number 41. This is my new coffee cup here. And we want to help. We want to get out to our viewers, our branding. Okay? And you see that cup? FYN. News, Sports, TV, FetcherNews.com. Now, give me number 42, Graphic Expressions, okay? They did a great job they surprised me with this. They did. They said, BKP, we want you to have a coffee cup. And I was like, wow. They do great work. They're beautiful cups. First 20. I'm giving away 20. I don't have the wallet for 40, 60, or 200 yet, so don't get all excited out there, right? I could spring for about 20 coffee cups, and that's what it is this season, all right? First 20 people that text me starting tomorrow, Merry Christmas, BKP. I'm going to go to the marketing department as soon as the show's over, tell them I want the graphics out there, I want to blow it up on social media. First 20 people say Merry Christmas and shipping and handling. I'm going to take care of that. Out of my pocket. Ship and handling. You can come by the studio, pick it up. You can come by Circuit World. Hey, I'm coming by Circuit World. Stop in, right? I'll meet you somewhere. Hey, meet me here. I'll give you your cup. Whatever. But we'll get them to you, no cost, no charge. Merry Christmas, BKP. All right, let's go with number 5. All right, let's talk a little bit about impeachment pregame, okay? Now, they want to frame it. We watched for several weeks, okay? They want to frame it in a way the American people can understand it. Now, not this past Sunday, Sunday before last, they started that, okay? And they actually said on the morning shows, and I brought it to you here, that they want to frame this. This is the hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media, along with hashtag deep state, along with hashtag corrupt Democrats, politicians, all of them. They want to frame it, and you've heard that, okay? They want to frame it where you, the American people, understand it. They want to dumb it down for you, okay? They want to release the book, Impeachment for Dummies. That's you, the American people. Now, don't get mad at me. I watched every move they've made. They had the spy. It's all been set up. I told you, they have break glass in case of emergency, all right? Now, everything about the Mueller report fell flat with the American people. They couldn't indict Trump. No one in the Mueller report has gone to jail for anything related to the President of the United States. So that was a 40 million, we'll call it 40 million. Let's make it easy, round numbers, 40 mil, right? That was a $40 million taxpayer debacle. Didn't work. Well, they attempted to see how, and let's stay with this, I'm going to tell you. They attempted to see how the judiciary would do in the impeachment inquiry. So they got all this stuff in the background working, okay? They have the spy in the White House. They got everything working back there. So they run a trial balloon, a test, and they have Corey Lewandowski come in. And they have Jerry Nadler make facial expressions like this all day long. All right? So Lewandowski comes up and he's slapping, like a cartoon. He's slapping Democrats back and forth across the chops. That didn't go well on the House Judiciary Committee with Jerry Nadler as the chair. And then they got Georgia Congressman Doug Collins. Point of order, point of order, point of order. Well, that's not the rule. All right, roll call. Collins messed Nadler's world up, okay? I don't want to quote the congressman. I was at a dinner one night when the Congressman Collins told the room that he told his wife basically said something, and I'm paraphrasing, what are you going to do? And this is actually after the election, and the Democrats took over, and Congressman Collins was looking forward to being the not ranking member, the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, and his wife said to him, paraphrasing the story, what are you going to do? And he said, you know what? I'm going to go up there and I am going to make Jerry Nadler's life total misery. When he goes to bed at night, he's going to be going to bed having the worst day every single day. Something of that nature. All right? Well, I'm not quoting, all right? And he did. So the trial balloon, and take time with me, okay? Let's think this out. The trial balloon didn't work. So they got together and said, man, we got to get this the hell out of Nadler's hands. Now, Schiff can look at the country and lie. Schiff can stay very quiet and calm and say to whoever his ranking member, shut the hell up. Schiff has got a corruption bone that is just amazing. Now, I know what you're saying. You're using the word amazing and Schiff in the same sense. When it comes to corruption, lying, looking at the camera, staying calm, and maybe being able to beat a lie detector, Adam Schiff has got Jerry Nadler beat hands down. All right? So they shifted over to Shifty Schiff. Now you got the whistleblower, a.k.a. spy, break glass in case of emergency. We got to continue with the coup. So he does what he has to do. They got the Ukraine call. We got him now. He runs over, meets a guy somewhere, writes a report, and turns it in, a complaint, to a member of Schiff's staff. Schiff goes over, says, no. He does the markups on it. Yeah, I'm telling you, we think that. We're pretty sure he did the markups. Go back, tell him to do this, and then submit it. So now you got a whistleblower. Then all of a sudden you got a whistleblower, and they farmed it out to the media. This is all pre-planned. All right, they farmed it out to the media and started laying out methodically how they were going to run this. All right? Now, we're talking about the same New York Times that ran an op-ed of Anonymous, remember? An anonymous op-ed that the media played over and over. Now, the reason I have Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, his son, picture up is because there's a lot surrounding, remember when this all started with the spy/whistleblower, a lot surrounded about Trump wanting the Ukrainian government to investigate corruption, as the media framed it, of one of his political opponents concerning his son Hunter. Well, let me see how to put this. If there's a murder and you go to court and you try the person that you think committed the murder for everything but the murder, what kind of trial is that? No, I'm serious. If Bill shoots John, then the actual charge that's being levied is Bill shot John and killed him. So you go to court because you're going to go to court over the murder of John. But instead you end up in court and you start trying Bill for shoplifting at a store. And you think to yourself, well, I didn't realize that's what I thought we were here because of the attempt Bill made, or allegedly killing John. So I thought we were going into these impeachments because of the accusations that the media laid out concerning his political opponent and his son. But Adam Schiff says Hunter Biden is totally irrelevant. Now, we're going to play a clip from last night's town hall with Joe Biden, okay? And the American people need to know this, and they need to hear this. So take in stride, remember, we're using round numbers. We're talking Hunter Biden just got kicked out of the military. Just got kicked out of the military. And for cocaine. So this guy gets kicked out of the military for drug use. Now, the media wants to paint a picture that Joe Biden is sitting in there with his son. Now, this is atypical, okay? Now, this might not be the generation today because you may be concerned that your children will get their feelings hurt, okay? But I come from a generation where dads didn't give a rat's patootie if your feelings were all hurt. So let me just give you the scenario. So you get in trouble with the law, like kicked out of the military, and then you get in that living room, and you got the dad that says, "What the hell were you thinking? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get out in the morning. You're going to get a damn job. You got it? You're getting a damn job. You got it? I am tired of this laying around the house. You get a job tomorrow. Your ass is out of here. Don't touch that refrigerator one more time until you're bringing in money to buy groceries. You got it, young man? Your ass is, what the hell were you thinking? You're going to get a damn job and you're going to do it tomorrow. And don't let me find out. There was no drug court back there, okay? And I am in favor of drug court, so accountability court. So let me get that. But here's that. Yeah, and I'll tell you how my drug test is going to work. I'm just going to kick you in the ass about 3 times a week. And if you don't jump the right way, I'm going to feel you're on drugs. And I'm going to call the cops myself. That's my drug test, a good swift kick in the ass. You're going to get a job tomorrow. So I'm serious. So this bozo gets kicked out of the military for cocaine. And the next day, Burisma, a gas company in Ukraine, say, wow, what a find here. Let's give him 50 grand a year. He used to work at Kinko's. He can make copies. All that jokes is true. This guy got a 50 grand a month. I said, you're 50 grand a month. Right after he got kicked out. But he's not relevant. Adam Schiff is looking at the American people and saying he's not relevant. Okay? And we have new information on the whistleblower/spy in the Oval Office the day that this guy's over there, Biden, saying if you don't fire the investigator into my son's company, holy mackerel. So last night, okay, let's go to that video and let's start it there. Let's play it till I say return, okay?
You remember, of course, and many of you, I'm sure, also saw the New York Times op-ed written by the anonymous senior Trump official. So that person has now written a book called A Warning, comes out next week. And just tonight, Mr. Vice President, we've gotten an excerpt. And I just wanted to share it with you. This is a passage about the internal White House reaction to President Trump asking the Ukrainian president to investigate you and your son. And here's the passage. Those of us who have seen these sorts of reckless actions again and again wanted to slam our heads against the wall. The explanation that he wanted to help combat corruption in Ukraine was barely believable to anyone around him. The obvious corruption was in the Oval Office. The president had apparently learned nothing from the Mueller saga. Only we did. We learned that given enough time and space, Donald J. Trump will seek to abuse any power he is given. What do you make of this picture behind the scenes in the White House?
I didn't write it, but I could have. Look, I think that's every single solitary, serious investigator including your network and others, have looked at this, have said there's absolutely zero basis to the accusation that I acted any way inappropriately or that my son did. This is all about Trump trying to create a diversion. And if the big piece in the New York Times this weekend went through in detail the testimony from people I don't know, Republican appointments in the administration testifying before the committee, one of them saying that I couldn't believe I know Joe Biden. He's a man of integrity. I don't believe this. There's not been a scintilla of evidence pointing out that anything is wrong. But there are people around him like that chump Rudy Giuliani. No, by the way, it's not a good. And the thugs that he has working with him, that I think there's overwhelming evidence that this was about. Let me put it another way. Can you ever think of a time when a sitting president was deciding that he's going to make sure he gets to choose who the Democratic nominee is? Two things I've learned in the last couple of weeks. One, Putin doesn't want me to be president. And number two, that this guy Trump doesn't want me to be the nominee. But I tell him I'm coming.
So Vice President Biden, the House Republicans have asked to call many of their own witnesses, as you know, in the impeachment hearing, right? In the probe, they've put forth their list. Your son Hunter is on it. They want to hear from him. What's your response to those Republicans who say that Hunter should speak to the country?
There is zero rationale for that to happen. Nobody has suggested anything was done that was inappropriate. This is all a diversion. This is classic Trump. Classic Trump. Focus on the problem. We have a president who is one of the most corrupt people to serve in that office. Look, what Biden do? I released 21 years of my tax returns in detail. Mr. President, you worry about corruption? Release some of yours. Release some of yours.
All right, I sent you an email with a picture, so I didn't know where to send it. So I sent it to you with a picture. Just give me a thumbs up over there if you get it, and you can put it in because I want to show it. All right, so Joe says nothing to see here. Now, he says nothing to see here. Let me show you one thing, okay? Let me show you one thing. All right, let's go with number 5, okay? All right. Joe says nothing to see about my boy, Champ there. All right, that's Champ, my little boy. Okay, nothing to see. It's irrelevant. There's no reason to bring him in to testify. You can't look at number 5 without looking at number 6. Well, wait a minute. Hunter is wearing the same jacket, shirt. Go back to 5 a minute, please. Sweater, jacket. Now go back to 6. The same day, the same time, Joe called up none other than Barack Hussein Obama and said, Mr. President, I got to take my little boy Champ to a basketball game. He's just heartbroken. He just got kicked out of the military for cocaine use. He's a drug head. I'm trying to get him into rehab. But we may bypass the rehab and go straight to the $50,000 a month job by a Ukrainian gas company. Come and help me cheer up little Champ on our road to corruption. You can't look at Hunter. You can't look at Joe without looking at Obama. Take a break. We'll be right back. We're not done. We're pre-gaming this impeachment sham. Total sham. I'm your host, BKP. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Okay, so folks, this is our impeachment pregame show, because that's what they're going to do. It's a sad state. I'm your host, BKP. Put the up there how you can get to the show, our phone number, our email address, and all the ways you can follow us on our social media. There you go. And I'm your host, BKP. We're in Ellijay, Georgia. It's 9:09 this morning. Something says to me yesterday, I made a couple phone calls. Who will be the next senator of Georgia? Who will be? It's time for Governor Brian Kemp to make the call. It's time. We're going straight into the holidays. It'll be tough to schedule. It'll be tough to schedule fundraisers for the next senator. I'm telling you right now, the next senator of Georgia, Governor Kemp, we like you, but you're gonna have to get off your keister and make this happen, because right now, November's over. I mean, Thanksgiving is next week or week after next, and then it's December. And, if you have a fundraiser, well, the fundraisers are doing right now, are going for toys. So you're up to the end of the year, and guess what? You go back sworn in, as the new senator, and you have to be there 6 days a week for Mitch McConnell's impeachment trial. Okay? And you cannot raise money during an impeachment trial as a senator. So you're a new senator. You don't get any time to do any fundraising. Johnny Isakson's at home wearing his Christmas sweater, drinking eggnog. Okay? We wish you well, Johnny. But the new senator has no window of fundraising and has to go straight into an impeachment trial that they have to spend 6 days a week, look it up, in Washington for Mitch McConnell's sham trial of impeachment on this sham investigation, impeachment hoax by Democrats that he's following along with. And your new senator will not be able to fundraise, because you cannot fundraise while the trial's going on. Now, Mitch McConnell's making so Brian Kemp, governor of Georgia, get off your A****. We love you, governor, we love you, but get off it. Appoint somebody as the next senator of Georgia. So this can move along. Second, Mitch McConnell, whatever the Democrats do here needs to be dead on arrival. No trial. Do not even bring it up to the floor. Okay? So the preview here is, we talked about this early on. So let's go with the spy who hated Trump. We had the spy who loves me, the spy who hated Trump. Where's he at? I got his picture here somewhere. He's the spy who hated Trump, number 45. Now let's go to 46 first. I know I understand. Well, wait a minute, make up your damn mind there. Let's give our shout out of the day for Molly Hemingway. Way to go, Molly. For just finally saying Eric Charmella on Fox and blowing them all away. Is she still a Fox News contributor? I'd like to know. So big shout out to her for actually just saying the name. And let's go to number 45 there. The spy within the White House, Eric Charmella. So really quick, not to go backward, but this was all painted up. Now, they've talked about over and over the behind closed door testimony. Now you're talking about, wait till the IG Horowitz comes out. Wait till you start hearing about altered 302s. All right, not today, but altered 302s. Wait till you start finding out about altered 302s or altered information that was taken to the FISA court to get spy warrants, okay, on some of these people. Wait till that comes out. Wait till criminal. See, Trump, everybody in the Mueller that was indicted, not one was indicted on anything connected to Trump. But you're getting ready to have criminal recommendations from the criminal actions recommended from the IG, Horowitz, that do surround very close to the sun like John Brennan. But right here now, they have decided to go behind closed doors. They did the testimony. So they have hours of clipping, okay? I understand they've actually altered testimony that they've released to the public. I understand that, but we will see. Second, the spy here does not have to testify. He spun this all up, okay? Now let me ask you this question. I'll throw it out there. If you strike a match and start a fire, and then run home and come back and take pictures of the fire, are you an arson or a journalist? Interesting. If you start the fire and then step back and take the pictures and report on the fire that you started, are you an arson or a journalist? Because if you're a journalist, realistically, then you should be protected by the First Amendment. But if you're an arson, you should go to prison. So if Chuck Todd threw a match and started a fire and then ran back and reported on it, he's an arson, not a journalist. Should go to prison. CNN should go to prison. Joe Scarborough should go to prison. And that is my clearest definition of between the separation of an arson that should be in prison and a journalist. So there you go. So this guy throws the match in, runs back, and now it's irrelevant. He doesn't need to test it. No, we don't need to bring him before anything. We don't need to ask him if what we know. We do not need to ask Eric Charmella if he and his attorney corroborated what they did together. We don't need to ask him how did he find, I think his name's Zaid. Remember the guy that tweeted out the coup has started, CNN will help, impeachment's coming soon. That's this guy's attorney, the spy's attorney, okay, Eric Charmella. We don't need to, as the American people, ask him, say, How did you get your attorney? Where'd you find him? Did somebody supply him, say, this is the guy that's going to run your narrative? This is the guy that's going to handle everything? Is this part of a group, a network of corruption that you're involved in? How did you meet the guy that you went to that works in Adam Schiff's office? How did he get a job in Adam Schiff's office? According to the media, we have 0 questions to ask of this corrupt individual. Nothing to ask. So they went behind closed doors and they figured out people to try to alter, cut, and get testimony. So they said it in their words that what they were going to do is they were going to bring you an impeachment trial that you can understand. Impeachment for dummies. They did. They said they were going to simplify this. They were going to stay in their lane. They were going to stay focused, that you, the dumbass American people, I didn't say it, they did, could understand. Now, they're going to paint a picture. They're bringing in Bob Ross. It's trees. Let's get some trees here. So who are they bringing in to paint the picture? They're going to paint a picture. They've been doing this. This is why the smoke and mirrors is not in the Republicans. The smoke and mirrors is this guy here, everything that took place, Schiff goes behind closed doors, doesn't want anybody in the American people to know. Then all the outcry that is behind closed doors. Now he wants the appearance, Adam Schiff wants the appearance that he's going public with it, okay? That this was all necessary. That they would not have been able to form the picture that they planned to paint if they would have not went underground first and got everybody where they needed them to be in the play. Theatrics. It's true. Now they claim they're going public to outcry from the American people. Why are you doing this? All right, we'll go public. Then what they do is they take the testimony, they put some space between the testimony and going public. That's tomorrow. Why did they put space? Because they have all been doing practice runs. They have gone through all the testimony, and they're planning to ask these witnesses that they have, the Democrats, a set of questions that will bring sound bites. Now, this is where we're at, okay? Where are we at on this? You remember the other day I told you Sunday, ABC, Martha Raddatz, the communist Martha Raddatz, said, before we go into Impeachment Sunday here on ABC this week with George Stephanopoulos and me, Martha Raddatz, the corrupt communist sitting in, before we do that, let's see what brought us up to this point. Folks, let's see where we're at here. America, okay? Let's go with number 48. Remember this? We just heard Joe Biden. Now, CNN claims to be the most trusted name in news. Remember the New York Times released the Anonymous, and everybody was looking within the White House who Anonymous is? Remember that op-ed from Anonymous the New York Times wrote? And you remember how the media reported it as fact and accurate? No way for anybody to bring in and ask pointed questions. Just took it at face value. No name, don't know where it came from. And the New York Times published it. Well, supposedly the same person, A Warning, Anonymous, is a book out. A warning. All right? Yes. Is it coincidence that Joe Biden, CNN, on a Monday night before Wednesday, CNN says to Joe Biden, we have received a clip from that book. We have been given, CNN has obtained a passage from the book. Folks, I would like for you to go look up the definition of anonymous. So here is the passage from a book with a no-name author that is being reported by what is considered media in front of the former Vice President of the United States, one of the most corrupt men on the face of the earth. Those of us who have seen these sorts of reckless actions again and again wanted to slam our heads against the wall. Why didn't you? The explanation that he wanted to help combat corruption in Ukraine was barely believable to anyone around him. When you make a statement like that against the President of the United States of America that is being tried for impeachment, and the president can't say and face their accuser there and say, you need to come right there, we got a serious problem, folks. You better wake up, smell the damn coffee. I'm going to get a cup. We're not done. It's impeachment preview day. All right, they're painting a picture. Take us a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. Just going through some other highlights as far as highlights. What did I get to? Headlines. 9:29, little cold here. You know, I found it humorous that, I said this earlier. Give me number 35. And the only reason I say this is I just find it humorous. Now, I'm not a scientist. I don't play one on TV. I don't claim to know all of the weather science out there. Number 35, please. Don't claim to know all the science out there concerning our weather. I thought this was very funny for one reason. As you can see, the Arctic air, this is CNN, temperatures running up to 35 degrees below average. This winter chill is coming into our area in Georgia as we speak. But they did not go into it being a climate change event. Now, this summer, they went into every one of the networks, cable or ABC, CBS, NBC, every one of them this summer during heat waves would put, and I would like to go back and find CNN and climate change event graphics, and I might do that tomorrow. But that being said, I thought it was humorous because they forgot to put that that's a climate change event. Something else that I found funny with CNN is number 39. Cast your vote for the CNN Hero of the Year. I just thought that was hilarious. I took a quick shot of there. CNN's heroes.com. Maybe we should put Project Veritas as the Hero of the Year. So I thought that was funny, just like that. And these are lower level administrators, not being disrespectful. You remember number 37, okay? These are lower level administrators. Aid freeze caused alarm at Pentagon. It's the Pentagon, Laura Cooper. Catherine Croft, concerned White House would change policy over politics. That's what she testified. Christopher Anderson, NSA Bolton, expressed concern about Rudy Giuliani. So my three questions to these people would be, number one, as a Republican to Laura Cooper, do you have cats and how many? That would be my question. I know I'm losing the women voters right now. Do you have cats and how many? My question as a Republican to Christine Croft would be, are you dating? Have you ever had a problem dating? Are you getting a date? Is that your profile pic on the dating websites? I know. How bad? And Christopher, I would ask, do you have friends, Christopher? Do you? Do you get invited out for a beer to watch the football game with the guys and some of the girls? Do you? Those would be my question, because this is where they're finding these people in the basement somewhere. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. This is deep state as you can get. Okay? Lifelong bureaucrats. Now, so we talked about this when we closed. Okay, number 48. We think it's is it a coincidence that Joe Biden had a town hall meeting last night in Iowa? All right. And during the town hall meeting, the clip was played, we played earlier, and there's no relevance. They can't find any relevance whatsoever for Republicans to call Hunter Biden, Nellie Orr, the spy, Chris Charmella, aka whistleblower. But they found it interesting to roll this out. A Warning is the name of the book, Anonymous. Those of us who have seen these sorts of reckless actions again and again wanted to slam our heads against the wall. The explanation that he wanted to help combat corruption in Ukraine was barely believable to anyone around him. Folks, the President of the United States of America, forget the name Donald Trump. I always tell you that. Forget Donald Trump right now. There's a coup attempt, and has been one for quite some time, to remove the President of the United States by the deep state. There is a coup attempt against the President of the United States to change your vote, the results of the vote. There's a coup in place that fundamentally completely changes America and our right to have a vote, and the President of the United States by somebody that the president cannot cross-examine this passage in this book, cannot cross-examine this author, cannot cross-examine Hunter Biden, cannot cross-examine Nellie Orr, cannot cross-examine, Eric Charmella, the spy, cannot cross-examine anybody, and they're starting an impeachment hearing tomorrow in the public. So let me get this, because I'm at 9:34, so I just say exactly what's going to happen. We watched who they called. We watched how they set it up. We watched how they said they were going to frame it. And I'm going to give you this because I know what I'm talking about, okay? This is from The Hill, okay? Just some headlines, okay? From thehill.com. Democrats sharpen their message on impeachment. White House struggles to get in sync on impeachment. These are some of the headlines. Okay. Top diplomat said request for specific probes in Ukraine was contrary to U.S. policy. All right. Nowhere in this time of this sham by Adam Schiff, okay, do you hear that the actual aid to Ukraine from this administration went directly to them and not through a back channel to get military. See, Obama was afraid of Putin. Obama was afraid of how it would look if you and I, the American people, took our tax money and sold them or sent them military equipment directly into Ukraine that they would use directly against the Russians in Crimea, right? Obama's administration was afraid of that, so they used another diversion to get equipment in. Obama's administration sent blankets. This administration sent actual equipment the Ukrainians need. This administration, actually, the deep state did not want Zelensky to become president of Ukraine. So you understand the other side of this coin. They're as unhappy that Zelensky's president as they are as unhappy our president is Donald J. Trump. So top diplomat said request for specific probes in Ukraine was contrary. Pentagon official alarmed over hold on the Ukraine aid. These are some of the headlines that keep going and going and going, okay? And what they plan to do, as they say, is put this in a way, create their own facts in a way the American people can understand it. Now they're going to paint a picture. So here's what happens this week, and let me move on from impeachment for a minute. Everything's been set up for sound bites, for clips and sound bites, okay? That's it. Now, you may think to yourself, why would the Democrats do this? I'm going to go with what I think here. Why would the House Democrats do this? When they know it's dead on arrival, DOA at the Senate, when they know they'll never get 20 senators to go against the President of the United States to give 60 to remove. So why are they doing it? Sound clips. You will see who they have no candidate. They're looking at Bloomberg jumping in. And you got people like the gatekeepers of hell, Joe Scarborough, saying, well, maybe they need a moderate candidate. Bloomberg jumping in. He's doing everything he can to take his billions and fund a way to take your guns and end the Second Amendment, period. Okay? I'm serious. And then they're talking about Deval Patrick. Why don't you look into Deval Patrick up there in Massachusetts? They don't have a candidate. The only thing they could do is this week grab sound bites. So they've got it all set up. They're painting a picture, and they're gonna create live sound bites. They're gonna stop witnesses to Republicans. They're going to shut down the Republicans when things start going hard on their witnesses. They're going to make sure they're going to get the help from all of the media they need. There will be give me number, just so we can see the kind of witnesses they're going to see. Give me number, let's just go with, in fact, let's do this. Let's go with number 37. Okay. Show me 37. Okay. Then let's go to, from 37, let's go to 28. Okay, there you go. And then let's move over to 20. Republicans to watch. Will Hurd, Adam Zinginger, and Fred Upton. Okay, Republicans to watch. So what they plan to do is this week take everything. They will be, but not like you think, okay? So they plan to not allow the Republicans, the witnesses that really should be there, Hunter Biden, the spy, Nellie Orr, they will not allow them, okay? They're not going to let them show up. So you get no sound bites there, okay? And you're going to have Vindman show up, and these others show up, and they're going to have the opening from all the Democrats of how creditable they are and the evidence that we have now before us, things like that. The evidence we have now before us in sworn testimony, you will hear that kind of stuff, okay? They will chop it up. They will vote on impeachment, and then the commercials will fly, and they will not be commercials for a Democrat candidate. There will be commercials trying to get the independents to make a decision saying, are you really going to vote to send Donald Trump back to the White House as an impeached president? If he was this bad that Congress felt he needed impeached, what will he do second term, being unwatched or unchecked in his second term? And then they're going to have all these sound bites from all of these witnesses to go into commercials. So they will have the vote, they will have the commercials, and they will run the president of the United States down as far as they can. They will work on trying to collapse the economy, and that's how they plan to try to win the White House, because they have no chance, a snowball's chance in hell, of winning the White House in 2020 with a candidate. I'm your host, BKP. We'll take a brief break and wrap up when we get back. Take a break, please.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, president of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Tell you what, folks, every once in a while, put our number up there and our name and all those things really quick, 944. Every once in a while, things interest me. And I'll say this because the guy is a friend. He's a friend, a longtime friend of the show. Joe McCutcheon. Now, tomorrow is Wednesday. I think it's Thursday, but I'm going to have Joe on, I think, Thursday morning. And I'll tell you why I'm going to have him on, okay? I'm going to have him on Wednesday morning. Let me see something here. All right, so I'm going to have Joe on. I'm trying to figure something out. Doesn't work the way I thought. I'm going to have Joe McCutcheon on Thursday morning. It's his birthday. It's Joe's 80th birthday. We are going to have Joe's having a big birthday party over at Pools Barbecue Thursday. Now, I'm going because it's Joe's birthday party. Let me say this, get this correct. I'm going because it's Joe's birthday party, and I'm going because Joe's a friend, and I'm going because Joe invited me. Personally sent me an invite. Hey, I want you there, right? But I'm also going to see who else shows up. I understand we have a couple candidates showing up for district races in the 6th and the 7th. Now, I also understand there's some jockeying for position in the congressional 9th district. Interesting. Now, why would people be floating out the possibility of running in the congressional 9th district if they don't know? Doug Collins may become the next senator. Just saying. All right, folks, look, I read some of the headlines for a reason, okay? And let me put this up right here, because these are the headlines that you will not get unless you go to Breitbart, Gateway Pundit. There's so many out there, Red State, but the Daily Caller. There's so many out there. So let me have, let's see where it's at. Number 37. All right, you see Catherine Croft, Democrats going to call her as a witness. Did you hear anywhere that, let's see, this woman in the middle, Catherine Croft, impeachment inquiry witness, Trump lectured previous Ukraine president about corruption. This is a great article. I read this morning. I read this article. A key witness called by Democrats to appear before the House Intelligence Committee testified last month that President Donald Trump had temporarily blocked U.S. aid to Ukraine in 2017 and expressed some similar concerns of those in 2019. So it wasn't the new president of Ukraine. It wasn't exactly that he come out and say he will fight this corruption. Catherine Croft, which happens to be in the middle, a State Department official specializing in Ukraine, told a closed-door meeting that Trump, through the Office of Management and Budget, the OMB, held up the first grant of military aid to the Ukraine government of then-President Petro Poroshenko's party because of concerns about the country's corruption and the president's frustration that the U.S. was expected to pay for its defense. Now, do you think that will come up in open testimony? How do you think the Democrats will frame that? Telling you now. Let's go to, while we have it, because I only got 12 minutes here, let's go to number 45. This is Eric Charmella, the spy. Is this headline out there anywhere? Because it's irrelevant. Remember, it's irrelevant to call him the accuser. It's the evidence we know now, the evidence we have now. So President Trump is guilty according to the hashtag corporate corrupt deep state media. Whistleblower Eric Charmella hosted a January 19, 2016 White House meeting with Soros lackey, same day Ukraine told in White House meeting to fire prosecutor investigating Hunter Biden. Interesting. This is a great story to read all the details and everything, okay? Really a great story to read, and this is on the Gateway Pundit. You won't find that anywhere. Let me run through our pictures of the day. So, number 3, Jim Jordan is on the Intelligence Committee, and the Democrats are claiming that Jim Jordan is just put on there so he could bite at their heels, the little wrestling champ there, for none other. And it looks like number 4, Jim's pointing. Wait a minute, we got to do this. President Trump, these are my words, caption it, right? Caption it. Donald J. Trump's pointing, saying, Jim, get in there. So let's go back to 3. And Jim's saying, I got it, Mr. President, okay? Number 5, it's irrelevant. Hunter Biden, just irrelevant, right? But we can't forget that picture without this one, Obama. Oh, yeah. Fresh off a cocaine rehab. There's a song in that. Arlo Guthrie should write that song. Oh, here's one I love. The King and Queen. I mean, if we are not creating, they talk about Donald J. Trump wanting to be a dictator. How about these people that want to own their district? Well, we know Elijah Cumming was sick for a long time and he died there in Baltimore. Number 7. This is the widow of Elijah Cumming. She's a widow. They don't want to let all the good money that they stole and all the corruption that they put in place and the political corrupt machine that they have in the Baltimore area go to waste. So she said they talked about it, and Elijah said the seat should belong to her. Whoa! That's how it works, folks. What's happening in New Hampshire? Quinnipiac, number 8. Joe Biden, 20%. Elizabeth Warren there, 16. The boy who would be king, the gay brigade. Peter Pan Buttigieg is at 15. And Sanders, I predict Sanders will, slow your roll there, player. That's where we're going next, but you can stay right there. I predict that Bernie Sanders, I may have. No, I did. I said Pete Buttigieg had 15. I did, actually. You're right. 15 did come up in the conversation. So I predict Bernie Sanders will name AOC his running mate. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Actually, let's go back. You're right. I want to get there. I'm just running through. Let's go back to 9. MSNBC doing their part to paint the picture. Impeachment, White House crisis. They're in crisis. Over an anonymous source. Number 10. Oh, how about this? Number 11. Google to store and analyze millions of health records. How about that? Whoa. Damn. That's an interesting story you need to follow up. Number 12, we told you they're going to bring in the CNN at the round table and MSNBC and all of them at night, little Chrissy Hayes and all the fruity commentators, we'll say it like that. The fruit stripe scum, that the fruit stripe scum on these networks are going to start debating Trump's state of mind during this phone call. Number 14, the Dems don't know what to do, so they're going to get sound bites. They're painting this picture. It's all about painting this picture because they have to try to get you to vote against an impeached president, a disgraced president, a scarlet letter he should wear in the next campaign. They're even talking to Deval Patrick, ex-governor of Massachusetts, that's considering the race. Now we got 15. Biden narrowly leads the Dem primary field in New Hampshire. And there's Elizabeth, right? Now we got 16. It's the lady with the house full of cats, works in the Pentagon. Officials undercut GOP claim testifying that Ukraine did know military aid was frozen. Number 17, there was not an understanding of how this could legally play out. Number 18, she said if there was a statement that the government of Ukraine would make that would somehow disavow any interference in U.S. elections and would commit to the prosecution of any individuals involved in election interference. I'm thinking that's just asking about, will you prosecute? It sent a signal to everybody, don't meddle in our elections. So meddling in our elections and overlooking it is okay if it benefits the corruption of the Democrats. Okay, here is 19. Here's the two ladies, the one on the left. Have you ever had a date? The one on the right, how many cats do you have? I know that's mean. Let's go past some of these things. I want to get Zero Rationale 24, just because Anonymous says it. Asmin Vasugia, you should see, now maybe you don't want to get up at 5 a.m. like me, 4 a.m., but you should see the joy these people have bringing this and reading it. They enjoy it so much. Zero rationale to justify son's testimony before House investigators, okay? New testimony, and this is David Briggs, 25. I forget his name, David. He left Fox because he is so far left. New testimony in White House push to withhold Ukraine aid. Monday transcripts from senior military and diplomatic aides. that continue to confirm, when they report transcripts that continue to confirm what we already know. I love that one. This continues to confirm the facts that we already know because he's guilty as hell. Oh my God, I got 4 minutes. Here it is, number 26. Don't forget what I told you. Democrats will try to paint a picture for public, highlighting White House abuse of power and rogue foreign policy. I'm going to bypass these. Already used those. Don't have time for those. I've got 3 minutes. Biden predicts number 32. GOP senators could convict Trump. I really think that Mitch McConnell should call it dead on arrival. All right. Let's go with number 34. Okay. Top choice for nominee among Dems. There you go, Biden. CNN's in it on New Hampshire. And let me do this. I'm running out of time. So let's go to this. 2 things. All right, number 41. That's our new cup. That's our new logo. So what we're going to do, let's go back. Let's go to our name and number. You'll see it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the official kickoff. So tomorrow, I'm going to get the cup for 20 viewers, okay, out of my pocket. 706-889-9700. Starting tomorrow, we'll show you. We'll get a graphic today for the cup and everything. Starting tomorrow, the first 20 viewers that text that number between now and Christmas, okay, shipping and handling included. And you got to say, Merry Christmas, BKP, free cup. Got it? Okay, I'm glad you got it. And go to the other side. That's 42. Graphic Expressions. They did a great job. They surprised me with it. They sent it here. They said, hey, they told our marketing department, send this down to BKP. We want him to have this cup. And I'm so taken by it. I want you to have the cup also. I want to tell them how much they're in Blue Ridge. I want to tell you can find them. I want to tell them how much I appreciate them. Then let's see, is there anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else. Tomorrow, folks, I'll be back. I think I'll end it there. They're painting a picture for you. Okay? Painting a picture. All right, take us out of here. See you in the morning. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, and I will be here. Have a nice day. Stay safe and warm. Later.